Hello friends. Welcome to my channel Anime Zone Sensei. In this video, I will show you top 10 new isekai anime where main character is overpowered. So I will appreciate if you subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Then you can watch all new videos. So let's start the video. Number 10. The Faraway Paladin, born into a new world after a life of stagnancy, will awakens to the faces of a skeleton, a ghost, and a mummy. Living in the ruins of a city long fallen, the three raise will as their own. The skeleton blood teaches him to fight, the ghost Gus teaches him magic, and the mummy Mary teaches him religion and responsibility. Most importantly, they all teach him love. As Will grows up and learns about the world he was born into, he prepares for the day when he must finally set out on his own. For Will, this journey includes a lifelong promise. At their coming of age, every adult is required to swear an oath to the god of their choice, with the strength of the pledge affecting the degree of their sworn god's blessing. With his departure approaching, Will must prepare to accept the truth of his undead guardians and embark into a world that even they don't know the state of. Will discovers, however, that every oath must be fulfilled, one way or another. Number 9. The Dungeon of Black Company. After working tirelessly toward his goal of a self-sustainable NEET lifestyle, Kinji Ninomiya has finally achieved his dreams. Now looking down on common folk commuting during a typhoon from the penthouse of one of his apartment buildings, Kinji gets ready to start his new, slothful life. However, all of his hard work goes to waste when a portal appears beneath him from out of nowhere. Teleported to another world, Kinji is forced to work for a mining company that focuses solely on profits, and has no care whatsoever for the safety and well-being of its employees. Refusing to live in such conditions, he begins devising plans to get rich quickly, building connections with others in this new world and making his best efforts to escape the stringent corporate life. Will Kinji be able to overcome his restraints and attain financial freedom once more? Number 8. BOFURI. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. After an enthusiastic invitation from her friend, Kid Hanja reluctantly agrees to try New World Online, a very popular VR MMO played by thousands of people across Japan. Naming her in-game character Maple, she sets out on her journey. As a complete novice to such games, she allocates all of her stat points into Vitality, desiring to not get hurt. With not a single point in any other stat, Maple has extraordinarily high defense, but she can't move quickly or hit hard. This doesn't end badly for her, however. Due to her high defense, Maple acquires overpowered skills such as Total Defense, Poison Immunity, and Devour. These skills, along with the incredibly powerful items she obtains, allow her to obliterate most enemies in a single hit. After only a few days of playing the game, Maple claims third place in a server-wide event, gaining a reputation as a player who is both unkillable and absurdly powerful. Despite her overpowered character, Kid has much to learn. As she progresses through the game, she meets new friends and acquaintances, helping her complete new levels and events. Through all of her adventures, she may even pick up some other crazy skills that exceed all expectations. Number 7. Spirit Chronicles Season 2. When 20-year-old college student Hiroto Amakawa dies in a traffic accident, he does not expect to wake up in an unfamiliar world in the body of a young boy named Ryo. As their memories and personas fuse, Ryo realizes that he now also possesses magical powers. He is relieved to find that his burning passion for revenge against his mother's murderers has not subsided, despite his newly changed identity. Not soon after, Ryo comes across the kidnapped princess of the Bertram Kingdom and saves her without hesitation. To express his gratitude, the king grants him the opportunity to enroll in the Bertram Royal Academy. Believing this to be a new chapter in his life, he is excited to study at this prestigious academy, but life here proves to be difficult for him, a slum dweller surrounded by the majestic children of nobles. Number 6. Restaurant to Another World 2. Western restaurant Nikoya is a popular eatery located on a street corner in a Tokyo shopping district. Serving both traditional Japanese fare as well as Western dishes, this eating establishment is popular among Tokyo's residents. But this seemingly ordinary restaurant is also popular with another type of clientele. While the restaurant is thought to be closed on Saturdays, the truth is that on this special day each week, its doors are instead open to the inhabitants of other worlds. From dragons and elves to fairies and mages, this restaurant has no shortage of strange customers. Nevertheless, the enigmatic chef known only as Master will be waiting to serve up their favorite dishes with a kind smile, and keep them coming back for many more Saturdays to come. Number 5. She professed herself pupil of the wise man. Sakimori Kagami plays a Vermorp called Arch-Earth Online. He is a veteran player with the name and appearance similar to an elderly bearded wizard from a certain book about a ring. One day he purchases an appearance change item as a last resort to spend expiring currency, and gets the idea of choosing what he would want to look like if his character was ever a girl. Falling asleep should have suspended the game, but Kagami wakes up still online and feels the game has gotten a bit more realistic. Did Arch-Earth Online finally get a long-awaited update? Number 4. Princess Connect. Dive second season. In the continent of Astria, a man falls from the sky, possessing no memories other than his name, Yuki. An elf named Kokoro finds him, introducing herself as his guide in the world they are about to traverse. With Kokoro's guidance, Yuki is able to learn how this world works, from battling monsters to handling currency. To earn money for their journey, Yuki and Kokoro decide to go to a nearby guild association to accept a simple quest. In their expedition, they meet Pekarine, a somewhat gluttonous but charming girl skilled in battle. The next day, they also meet Carol, a cat girl specializing in magic. After some time, a bond of friendship and camaraderie forms between them. And the four decide to create a guild of their own. As they continue their adventures, they explore the world, meet new people, and will perhaps uncover the mysteries behind Yuki's missing memories. Number 3. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. After the death of his grandfather, 19-year-old Kazuya Soma, an aspiring civil servant, is left all alone with no one to call family. Out of the blue, he is transported to the Elfrieden Kingdom, a small ailing country in another world, to be a hero. An ongoing war with the demon army has put the entire world in peril, and Kazuya was summoned to aid in the conflict as an offering from Elfrieden to its allies. Dissatisfied with being used as tribute, Kazuya decides to help the kingdom revamp its declining economy not by way of adventuring or war, but through administrative reform. Abruptly declared the king of Elfrieden and betrothed to the princess, the realist hero Kazuya sets out to assemble a group of talented citizens who will assist him in his bureaucratic battles to get the kingdom back on its feet. Together with his talented aides, the realist hero Kazuya Soma continues his quest of reinvigorating the Elfrieden Kingdom through administrative reform. Having successfully conquered Van, the capital city of the Principality of Amadonia, Kazuya now faces the envoy from Grand Chaos Empire, who wishes to impose punishment for breaching the ban on war established by the Mankind Declaration Treaty. Despite the dire situation, Kazuya sees a path to avoid unnecessary conflict whilst gaining new allies. With his plan being seemingly perfect, the only barrier to success is gaining approval from the envoy. Number 2. He Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. It ain't easy being a genius. Prince Wine is ready to commit treason. And who can blame him? Faced with the impossible task of ruling his pathetic little kingdom, this poor guy just can't catch a break. But with his brilliant idea of auctioning off his country, this lazy prince should be able to retire once and for all. Or that was the plan, until his treasonous schemes lead to disastrous consequences, namely, accidental victories and the favor of his people. Number 1. Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest Season 2. The ordinary life of 17-year-old otaku Hajime Nagumo is disrupted when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world and tasked with saving mankind. While his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is belittled for only gaining an inferior transmutation skill that lacks any real offensive power. During an expedition in the Great Orcus Labyrinth, Hajime is betrayed by one of his classmates, plummeting him to the bottom of an abyss. Though he survives the fall, Hajime is faced with menacing monsters and misfortunes that send him spiraling into a grim nightmare. Desperate to live and return home one day, he resolves to fight for his survival only to meet an imprisoned vampire he names Yu, who is also seeking to escape the labyrinth. Taking an interest in him, Yu and a few others along the way accompany Hajime on his journey to find a way back home, while steadily transforming from Commonplace to the world's strongest. So what you think about this list? If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Also, if you want, then feel free to let your comment on comment box. That all for now. See you soon in a new video. Thank you so much for watching.